Good day. My name is Lord Chigfrid Garbanzos, and I am here to discuss what is the role of media in globalization. First of all, the mass media are today seen as playing a key role in enhancing globalization, facilitating cultural exchange, and multiple flows of information and images between countries through international news broadcast, television programming, new technologies, film, and music. Media is important in globalization because they inform, educate, and entertain people. They also influence the way people look at the world and make them change their views. In addition, there is no globalization without media and communications. Media globalization has aided in both the production and distribution of information. That's all.
Down south, hood baby, make all.
Good day. My name is Arnel O. Canastra and I am Group 1. My topic is all about what is the role of media in globalization. So first, the role of media in globalization process. Nowadays, mass media plays a key role in extension of globalization process. The media components such as television, internet, computers, and etc. are considered to have a paramount influence on globalization. Also because of globalization process today, there is an increased access to a broad range of media which plays a very important role in shaping human minds and has an immense impact on our society's personal lives. Thus, these two equally important processes interact with each other and provide mutual assistance in the expansion of the sphere of influence. Before the press media had come into picture, people used to communicate by writing letters and sending them to direct mails. The appearance of press media came as an information revolution. This early press media became a source of information, promotion, and projection. It was specialized in diverse spheres and was focused on all at issues concerning daily lives and well-beings. Press educates people about international happenings, entertainment, political, and sport events. After the press media, radio, and television have been discovered, which lead us to a different kind of revolution, now people could not only read but also hear and see the news. And that could be all. Thank you.
Good day, my name is Edric Rosales Medel from the Group 3 and I am here to discuss about the pros and cons of media in globalization. So we all know that media gives a big impact in our globalization. Why? Because media, it allows information to be dispersed quickly in that it allows people to learn about culture other than their own. The second advantage, it is the advertising. Because of media, it is easily to advertise nowadays. Dali na lang na ma-spread, dali lang makitaan sa laing country ang inyong products. It is because of media. Because ang media magod isa kasan lang siya. And if you have a phone or any technology that supports media, TV, radio. So mas dali na lang nimo ma-access and may bawaan kung unsa ang ilang products. And the disadvantage of media in globalization is that the accuracy of the news. So daghan na kay nakalat mga fake news ron, which is nagkagubot kauban because of ma-misinterpret nila ang mga news or gipangkalat nga mga fake news. So mao nang disadvantage sa media karon sa atong globalization. And also ang privacy. So it's because nauso nining mga media nato, mga social media, Facebook, lain pang mga media apps dira, wala na privacy. Because open naman tanan. Open world na kumbaga. So mao na disadvantage sa media sa atong globalization. That's all and thank you.
Pros and cons of media globalization, or we can also say the advantage and disadvantage of media globalization. First, media globalization is the worldwide integration of media through the cross-cultural exchange of ideas. The pros of media globalization is like society has become greatly diverse, therefore offering a variety of choice to individuals worldwide than ever before. Consumers are in control and also have a vast choice in their media consumption. This is turn wider cultural horizon and gives person access to various cultures worldwide. The cons of media in globalization is the flow of inappropriate content to certain age group, which easy access to television and the internet. Young children and teenagers are exposed to inappropriate content such as pornography, drug use, violence, and criminal activities, which is not good, especially to children and teenagers. That's all.
Is there globalization without media? So, without media, there is no globalization. Wala jud globalization if wala media. Kay tungod the media have an important impact on cultural globalization. So, first, the media provide an extensive transmission cultural products, and they contribute to the formation of communicative networks and social structures. So, the mass media are today seen as playing a key role in enhancing globalization and facilitating cultural exchange, multiple flows of information and images between countries through international news, broadcast, television program, technologies, film, and music. So globalization rely on each other, and media rely on each other. The global spread of media is facilitated by technology, resulting in cultural spread of media is facilitated by technology, resulting in a cultural exchange and interconnectivity of nations. So in return, this spread of information knowledge leads to a technological advancement and greater communication, further accelerating globalization. When studying, kung mag-study ta globalization og media, dapat ato yung tan-awon ang ilang global and local kung giunsa nila pag-interact with each other.
Is media globalization a form of cultural imperialism? So first of all, what is media globalization? Media globalization has resulted in the rise of capitalist oligarchy running a large array of mass media corporations and distribution technologies such as television, music, broadcasting, videos, internet services, radios, and so on. What is a cultural imperialism? So, cultural imperialism in anthropology, sociology, and ethics is the forcing of different elements of its own society on a non-dominant society by a politically or economically dominated community. So, is media globalization a form of cultural imperialism? My answer is no, and here's why. Cultural imperialism, by definition, is the imposition by one, usually political or economically dominant community, of various aspects of its own culture. What makes it not a form of cultural imperialism is the fine line between influence and imposition. Media globalization, which includes mass media corporations and distribution technologies such as television, music, broadcasting, videos, internet services, radios, and so on, are imposed by the other dominant nation, but rather an influence wholly taken by a nation due to the demand of time.
I'm Glendon Kamay, and I'm going to discuss is media globalization is a form of cultural imperialism. As technology develops, technology made it possible for us to have a worldwide movement toward economic financial trade integration, and which is called globalization. The globalization paradigm or idea has a good purpose, and its purpose is to unify the world and to share and to understand each other's culture. However, it has a flaw. So this flaw is called cultural imperialism. So what is cultural imperialism? It's the exercise of domination in cultural relationship in which the values, practices, and meaning of a powerful foreign culture are imposed upon one or more native cultures. So what is media globalization? Media globalization is the multinational corporate media investment, and resulting in it results an emergence of global oligarchy of four first-star corporations which owns and operates a variety of mass media companies or content and distribution technologies including television, music, broadcasting, films, videos, and etc. So, media globalization is a form of cultural imperialism as the media is tied in with the cultural concepts which originate from the financial dealings of dependence. Thank you.
Now, what is cultural imperialism and why is media globalization might be considered as part of it? So, cultural imperialism is also called cultural colonialism. It is comprised the cultural aspects of imperialism, which is imperialism here refers to the creation and maintenance of unequal relationships between civilizations favoring a more powerful civilization. So, to refer it to nowadays, so we ourselves can say that media globalization can be used by powerful people to influence others or maybe to gather their favor, sometimes used to win votings or trying to bring down someone who lacks the power to influence people. Cultural imperialism can mostly be seen on television advertisements, whereas the order of the lines is usually showing politically or economically dominant community of various aspects of its own culture onto another non-dominant community.